হ্যালো। দাদা আমি কোর্টে আছি, আমি ফোন করবো। আমি কোর্টে আছি। আমি কোর্টে আছি, আপনি একটু সময় দিন, আমি ফোন করবো।
আপনি আমাকে বলছেন? হ্যালো? হ্যালো?
My lord, kindly allow me. My lord, kindly allow me to have a mention, please. My lord, kindly allow me to have a mention, please. ये काट दे रहा है आदमी।
Participate.
All right, we'll consider. Yes. Item
My
one,
lord, may I be permitted to mention for upgradation in the list, my lord? The
next week you mentioned. Already we have taken 10 cases. Next week.
Appellate side, daily listed matters, item number 1.
My lord, I am for the respondent number 7 to 11. I am the effective respondents. I am the sufferer.
My lord, I am for the petitioner, my lord. The government land, my lord, land of Khadi Commission is
But
going
before
to
my learned may start, your lordships kindly consider whether it is at all a public interest litigation.
Yes, my lord, it is public interest litigation. It is, my lord, the land is, my lord, heritage, kind of heritage land, my lord. Before, my lord, the freedom of the country, the land was being utilized by the Nil Chas of Sahib, my lord.
No,
And-
where is the resolution dated 18th August 2015?
18
But it
yes,
is at
yes.
page 24.
Sorry.
At page 24.
You want that resolution to be recalled?
My lord, on the basis of the resolution, they have already sold out the land we have purchased. It was executed.
Wait, sir.
That land
Sir,
can.
wait.
Yes.
This resolution has been passed by some society. And who's the petitioner?
Petitioner is the, my lord, local people, my lord. Who are
Oh, then if it is a society registered under Society Registration Act,
yes,
you will have to move. This is some private society is there
my lord,
because
my lord, this society was, my lord, land was, my lord, mortgaged with the society, government land, and the mortgage is still now subsisting. They sold out 3 plots of land already and trying to sell, my lord, other lands.
this
My lord, Khadi
resolution was
Commission is
passed.
the,
No, sir. This resolution was passed sometime in August 2015.
yes, my lord.
And you filed the writ petition in 2018.
After coming to know of the selling of the land, my
Writ
lord,
petition has
came.
been filed. It's filed as a public interest litigation, questioning a resolution passed by a private society, which appears to be certified by the Khadi Village Industries Commission. The resolution was dated 18/8/2015 concerning an immovable property. The writ petition has been filed in the year 2018. We find that the prayer sought for in the writ petition to recall the resolution at the behest of the petitioners who are third parties to the society cannot be entertained, more
Well, that-
particularly when the society is a private entity. If at all the petitioners are aggrieved, they may work out their remedies before the appropriate forum in accordance with law.
Great.
Consideration
Well, this-
dismissed.
I have challenged the actions of the, my lord, commission. They are not
You
taking
file
any
a suit, sir.
steps. They are
Next,
not taking any steps.
Item number 2.
My lord, I am for the private respondents. There is one application. On the ground of maintainability, I have moved. My submission is petition is not maintainable. However, there were the orders passed time to time by this court. And last order, Lordship indicates is the order dated 11th of July 2024, which says that the proceedings under 4C of the West Bengal Act, which has been already initiated, your Lordship wanted a report to be filed.
Till now, my lord, there is water logging.
yes, sir. What report is there?
Lordship, say this petition is not maintainable. However, Lordship, your Lordship has invited the report to document examine.
The line water has to be.
Written 1,055 persons have been issued with the notice under section 4C of the Land Codes Act. And my lord, fishery department's report was called for about what is the status. Inquiry report is at page 16.
একটা কপি দিন না।
আচ্ছা, বলে দেবো।
আমাকেও একটা দেবেন, স্যার।
So fishery related activities are going on. So that, what action you will take on that? 4C notice
Has already been
issued, then response has to be 1,500. You are one among the 1,500.
Lordship,
Your client is one among the 1,500.
Lordship, we are facing it there. We will be responding
Let
to it.
them file
We have our submissions, specific submissions that we have not converted anything. This was already
A
a
physical land.
waterlogged area.
All right, you submit your reply to the notice.
Yes, my lord.
You
I-
participate in the inquiry. Let them do that.
Well, let them do, my lord. Your lordship on the last occasion 4/7/2024 directed that if there be so, the lands in question have to be restored in the original position. Saline water has to be drained. But still now it is.
So first they have to be heard in the matter, then an order has to be passed. Thereafter, steps have to be taken to drain the water. If at all it is found that the land has been illegally converted for pisciculture, then they will
That
do.
finding has to be there.
And what time you have granted for filing reply?
Well, the notices are there in vernacular.
Page number?
I'm telling you, Lord. 7 days time was given.
10 days.
10 days.
So you please respond.
We will do it, Lordship.
10 days in
And
July.
what, you are which respondent?
We are respondent number 8 to 131.
8 to 151.
131. Apart from us, there are many others.
1,000.
1,550.
155.
In terms of the directions issued on 11th of July 2024, the report has been filed by the additional district magistrate and district land and land reforms officer, Paschim Medinipur, dated 6/8/2024, which is in the nature of a letter addressed to the learned government council. Along with the said letter, there are annexures. It is submitted by the learned government council that more than 1,500 notices have been issued to various parties, including the private respondents herein, under section 4 capital C of the West Bengal Land Reforms Act. And though 10 days time was granted for them to reply, till date they have not submitted their reply. An inquiry was conducted
By the Department of Fisheries.
and a report has been drawn
Page 16.
by the Assistant Director of Agriculture, Sabang Block, Paschim Medinipur, dated 5/8/2024. The nature of the land is stated to be lowland, nature of crop and season of the crop is paddy, boro season. It is
Because he is very important.
that the land is waterlogged for 5 to 6 months during monsoon, and it is a single crop land. The views of the assistant director is that the standing water is observed during the visit and fishery related activities are going on. The fisheries extension officer has also filed an inquiry report, has also inquired into the matter and filed a report, which is identical to the report of the assistant director of agriculture. As could be seen from the report, fishery related activities are going on. The question would be as to whether such activities is authorized, as the petitioner's case is that the lands are agricultural lands and have been unauthorizedly converted for pisciculture. Since already notices have been issued under section 4 capital C of the Act to more than 1,500 people,
1,555.
1500 people, reasonable time should be
1,055.
1055 people. You say more earlier, you say more than 1,000. Here 1055 persons, not people. Reasonable time should be granted to the authorities to take appropriate action in accordance with law. However, before that, we direct the respondents, private respondents herein, to submit their reply to the notices within 10 days from the date of receipt of the server copy of this order, failing which the authority is entitled to proceed ex parte. This order shall also be communicated to the other other notices for informing them about filing their reply. The learned advocate appearing with the private respondent would submit that the writ petition is not maintainable. This issue is kept open and a further report be filed by the appropriate authority as regards the progress of the matter. List the matter on 28th November.
28 November.
My lord, may I get a copy of the report?
Lordship, may I get a copy of the report?
Take photocopy.
Yeah, my lord.
No, Mr. Dev.
Let them take photocopy at that cost. Why government leader should?
My lord, I have given
Guidance
the
what?
report.
Alright. Copy of the report, please record. A copy of the report filed by the authority has been handed over to the learned advocate for the writ petitioner as well as the learned advocate for the private.
Lordship, so far the maintainability point is it is open.
Very open,
Grateful.
wide open. Next.
Item number 3.
Item number 3, my lord, I appear for the petition.
Applying for a non-view of the
Well, this
response
is
number
the
11 and 12.
Bali Jogacha area, Howrah. Each and every year, my lord, water logging is caused by due to rain. On last occasion, your lordship directed on 16/10/2023 that we therefore direct the district magistrate Howrah to examine the grievance and file a comprehensive report before this court and how a permanent solution can be brought out for the problems which have been focused by the petitioner. 16/10/2023.
My lord,
Yes, sir.
I beg to.
As of today also, my lord, there is water. Each and every year, my lord, it is having a problem.
State কি নিয়ম তো state দিলাম তাকে একটা দিলাম পেয়েছেন পেয়েছেন
But whatever has been stated in your report, that is from page 5. I think it will take 3 years.
My lord, the screening committee is there, my lord. We have taken the responsibility. PWD will do the work, my lord. Some time is required. Some time is required. I have been told.
Personally speaking, I don't believe.
That is what I have been given to
I'm
understand.
trying to find an area in the first floor of this building to provide a washroom for the lady lawyers. From the day I came here as AD1, it is my effort. Nothing has happened. So, speaking for myself, I don't trust that the PWD will be able to do it. They are not able to maintain a washroom in the High Court, not able to provide a washroom in the Siliguri Court complex for the lady judicial officers. And you think these people will modernize like 540 meters, etc. Then 500 meters drain. Then some land has to be purchased. This is all irresponsible statements. At least they should say how much of funds will be required, when they will be able to comply. This is all make-believe statements. If you had performed small works within proper time frame, there will be some confidence in the court, mind of the court. But you are not able to do anything. And what your district magistrate can do at the best, draw a report, send a request to the executive engineer. He will come and draw an estimate. That estimate will go around, come here, come to Calcutta, then go back 6 months. And then the DMCS has to write to the government. And the file will be lying with the secretary to government for another 6 months. And then administrative approval, MIC approval, then goes finance expense, Then they will say cabinet approval has to be obtained because this is a mega project, because we are going to build a dam. And administrative approval will be granted, well and good. Funds will not be sanctioned. The DM has to beg, keep on writing. He will file a contempt petition. Good that you have inspected, drawn a report. But how you will implement this is what.
My lord, in that event, my lord, kindly keeps on the next week, my lord. I will.
Waterlogging problem has been identified. But in one area, you say that as per the report, when it was inspected on 14th December 2023, there was no water stagnation. That is page 4, paragraph 4. In the remaining areas, you have accepted the report. So you please tell how you will proceed. We will assist you. Don't take this adversarial litigation. So the officer has drawn the report, and you ask them how they will implement it. If a direction has to be issued to the government is a party.
Yes. State of West Bengal is a party. They be pretty.
My lord, then kindly keeps it on next week.
We'll grant you time, no problem. Chief Secretary, West Bengal, the Department of Panchayats and Rural Development.
Confused question.
Principal Secretary, which department, sir? Third respondent. Because this can't be done at the DM level. They can only
It has to be go
identify.
because it is a problem for the last 15 years, my lord.
And this
My lord, small children, my lord, they get drowned during the time of rainy season. Entire area flooded. This is the problem. Each and every year.
Please come.
Pali Jogacha area.
In terms of the directions issued on 16/10/2023, the district magistrate has promptly acted and an inspection has been conducted and a comprehensive report has been submitted before the district magistrate. The measures to be adopted for resolving the waterlogging has been set out in the report filed by the Additional District Magistrate General, District Howrah, dated 19th December 2023. The said report is taken on record. The as could be seen from the report, substantial work is required to be done to ensure the problem is permanently resolved, which may incur huge cost, as it has been stated that the project mentioned in paragraph 6 within bracket 1 of the report is not completely owned by the government, and in which case land acquisition / purchase may also be required. If that be the position, the matter has to be resolved at the level of the government, and at best the district magistrate can send a proposal for necessary action be taken. It's 600 lakhs. As could be seen from one of the annexures to the report, which is the proceedings of the subdivisional officer Howrah Drainage Subdivision, dated 15/12/2023, under serial number 1 in the tabulated in the table. In the remarks column, it is stated that previously the scheme amounting to rupees 570 lakhs was prepared. It was placed in the 24th meeting of the Committee of Chief Engineers of the department dated 26/11/2019 and recommended. Further, it has been stated that the whole land is not government owned and thus land acquisition / purchase may also be required. It is not clear as to what has happened thereafter. After the recommendation of the made in the meeting of the Committee of Chief Engineers dated 26/11/2019. Which will be the concerned secretary who can respond? Because in your annexure, last document, page 11. All right. Let a report be filed by the appropriate authority as to what is the stage of the recommendation, as to whether any steps have been taken by the government / authority for land acquisition or purchase. Further, in serial number 2 of the table, it is stated that the estimated cost for the construction of the new concrete drain is rupees 600 lakhs approximately. In the remarks column, it is stated the detailed project report for the scheme need to be prepared after survey work by the office of the Irrigation and Waterways Department. In the appropriate authority shall report as to what further steps have been taken pursuant to such decision. We direct the district magistrate to file a further report on the above issues, and in which it may be pointed out as to which department of the government has to be moved for necessary financial sanction or for other purposes. Upon filing such report, the court will consider as to what further directions have to be issued.
PWD, Public Works Department.
He is not a party here. In the report you make it so that we can implement them and then proceed.
May I get a copy of the
My lord,
report?
I am not
Lord.
saying
21st November.
The copy has not been served.
A copy of
You serve copy, they will serve copy.
I will serve most of it.
Much.
Grateful. Item number 4.
My lord, I appear on behalf of the petitioner.
Yes.
My lord, your lordship had the occasion to consider this matter and was pleased to pass an order on the 1st of August 2024. My lord, this relates to a school in the district of HON'BLE, which has been carried out without any license, without the required
Yes, we remember.
approvals.
But I am appearing for the school.
Only one thing, my lord. Your lordship had specifically indicated that state to make an inquiry and file a report.
File a report in the form of
And the 13th respondent, which is this school, which has been functioning illegally, even they were required to file a report. None of them as per my instructions go, nobody has filed a report.
No,
I am out of time.
Government leader is filing a report today.
My lord.
This is, my lord, this is an opposition which we have filed.
Opposition by the 11th respondent.
Yes, my lord. Lord, I am for the 13th respondent, my lord. I am admittedly out of time, my lord. I am before your lordship. Because, my lord, I have reason to say why I am out of time, my lord. This is, if your lordship is aware, my lord, it's a Christian minority school. My lord, the instructing person happens to be a father, my lord. And the father could not instruct us on the affidavit, my lord, because of a reason. There are 9-day festival of novena, my lord, because of which he was occupied.
Within what date you will file?
My lord,
Even
if
10
days, my lord, we'll file it. Well, I have a submission to make here. This is not a minority institution, and this has got nothing to do with St. Thomas's, which is in Khidirpur. My lord, they have borrowed the name of St. Thomas's, and this is an absolutely independent school, and nothing to do with either a minority institution or anything to do with the main St. Thomas's.
Lord, I have a minority certificate, my lord. I'll annex it with my.
Nothing is coming. That's the difficulty.
The school is runs by 2 groups.
There are 2 groups and quarrel amongst both the groups.
Joy Reverend D'Souza.
Okay, case and counter is pending before the additional judicial magistrate Chandranagar. Already there is enough problem. Why are you entering into the fray now? They have already, the director of education has taken up the matter.
Yes.
Whether
And not only that, my lord, my instruction is another instruction is there, my lord, that no application for recognition of the school under section 18 of the Right to Free Children Act and 2003 and Rule 10 of the Right to Children to Compulsory Education Act 2012 through online portal Vide's directorate memo dated so and so has been reached to this office so far, has not been reached office so far. So no question of proceedings of NOC as per norms may be arising.
Not affiliated with ICSC or ISC or by the West Bengal board,
that
nothing.
issue is now pending before the criminal forum as well as pending before the education department.
Yes, my lord.
Originally it was St. Thomas School, then it has become St. Thomas Higher Secondary School.
Yes.
Now, one person claimed to be secretary, Chatterjee
Yes.
claiming to be secretary,
My lord.
Father DeCosta has claiming to be president. Chatterjee filed criminal complaint against Father DeCosta.
Yes.
And DeCosta
Case is also
filed
there.
complaint. And they are already fighting, sir.
Right.
Let them fight, continue to fight. You don't get into the fray and get beaten up among themselves.
No, but in the process, my lord, your lordship will kindly appreciate.
No, there is
They
enough
are
problem.
inducting,
We
they are
leave it to the department. We leave it to the department to take appropriate action.
and
By
my lord,
this
only
public
one,
interest-
only
That will be
one
satisfied.
indulgence.
Yes, sir.
My lord, your lordship will appreciate they have children. They have inducted children in the class 8,
No,
class 9.
this Chatterjee has set up this Pew Haldar.
Yes, yes, my lord. This is,
This writ petition
my lord,
filed
may
as
I,
a
my lord,
public
my lord,
interest
my
litigation.
lord, may I, one indulgence, my lord?
Wait, please hear. This
He doesn't deserve any indulgence.
filed as styled as a public interest writ petition to direct the respondent authorities to take appropriate action against the respondent school under the provisions of the Right to Free Compulsory Education Act 2009. On the last hearing, we had directed the appropriate authority of the state to file their report in the form of an affidavit. Accordingly, an affidavit has been filed. Affidavit in opposition has been filed by the 11th respondent, Assistant Inspector of Schools, Secondary Education, Hooghly. On perusal of the report, it appears that it is seen that there are internal disputes in the administration of the school. One Mr. R.K. Chatterjee, claimed to be the secretary of the school, has filed criminal proceedings against Father Molloy DeCosta and others before the learned additional judicial magistrate Chandranagar. And Father Molloy DeCosta, claiming to be the president of the St. Thomas School, has filed a FIR against Mr. R.K. Chatterjee in case number 54 of 2022, dated 7/3/2022, and the case has been now dealt with by the additional judicial magistrate Chandranagar. Thus, there appears to be internal disputes, and the education department is already seized of the matter. And seized of the matter pursuant to an inspection which was conducted by the authority, which culminated in a report being submitted um, to the Joint Director of School Education.
Lordship.
Thus, in the light of the internal disputes, we are of the view that the petitioner should not intervene in the same and leave it to the decision of the Education Department to proceed in accordance with law. With the above observation, writ petition.
But only one, my lord, only one in judgment. Lordship, kindly record in terms of your lordship order of 1st August, the 13th respondent who alleges to be the school authority, they have not filed any affidavit pursuant to lordship direction. My lord, kindly record.
Extension.
The 13th, in the just before that, in the earlier order, we had directed the 13th respondent to file their affidavit. The learned advocate appearing for the 13th respondent submitted that they could not file it within time on account of a festival which is being carried out. However, in the light of the observation made above, we are of the view that the affidavit from the 13th respondent is not required, and it is up to the 13th respondent to make out a case before the authorities as well as in the pending criminal proceedings.
Grateful.
Next.
Deeply obliged.
Thank you. Next,
Item number 5.
Legal Rights Protection Organization.
Lord, I am for the petitioner, my lord.
My lord, I am appearing on the Election Commission India, my lord.
My lord, this is that PIL, my lord, regarding there was a nor'wester in the North Bengal, my lord, on 31st of March. There was a mini tornado, my lord, and many houses and families were affected.
Yes, we removed.
Yes, my lord. The state government was supposed to, my lord, extend help, my lord, but except for 60,000 rupees given to some of the affected persons, nothing much has been done till date.
Well, state government is supposed to reply, my lord, because the Election Commission India has no role in this regard.
Probably they are taking shelter under the resolution. State government is also taking shelter under the resolution. Mr. Siddiqui appeared last time.
Pass. Opposition.
Which respondent has to,
my lord,
give an answer?
Respondent number 2, my lord.
District Magistrate.
Keep the orders, man. My lord, the district magistrate, my lord.
All right. On the earlier occasion, the copy of the writ petition along with annexures. No, on the earlier occasion, that is on 2/5/2024, we had recorded that the learned advocate for the petitioner has served a copy of the writ petition along with annexures by email. And the learned government advocate requested time to get instruction in the matter. The matter was directed to be listed on 6th May 2024. However, it was not listed, and it was listed only on 6/9/2024. On the said date, the matter was directive listed for admission on 12th September. Today, none appears for the state government, for the respondent. Oh, Election Commission, you are there.
And I was there for you.
You are for the election. None appears for the respondents 1 and 2, namely the State of West Bengal, Principal Secretary, Disaster Management and Civil Defense, and the District Magistrate / Chairperson, the District Disaster Management Authority, Jalpaiguri. The third respondent is represented by their standing counsel. Now, what is the response you want from the Election Commission?
My lord, because at that point of time, my lord, the election was declared, so he was necessary party, my lord, at that point of time.
Now it is not required.
Now, my lord, only thing, my lord, he can only extend benefit to the extent that most of the people who were affected, their identity cards, voter Aadhaar, everything is gone. So if they approach,
they have to apply, my lord, separately. That because they have to appear separately, there is another form, my lord. In form 6, they need to automatically be given, my lord.
There will be inspection whether they are original resident or not.
All right. Considering the government set out in the writ petition, we are of the view that the Election Commission of India is not a necessary party in this writ petition. The learned advocate for the petitioner submitted that due to the flood situation, all the persons have lost their voter ID cards, and therefore the Election Commission of India was implemented as a respondent. If the affected persons have lost their cards, it will be well open to them to apply in terms of the procedure stipulated by the Election Commission of India.
Yes, gentlemen.
Accordingly, the third respondent is deleted from the array of parties. Cost rate will be accordingly amended.
My lord, last day appeared before lordship, but the name is not appeared before lordship. Kindly direct, my lord.
The district magistrate / chairperson of the District Disaster Management Authority, Jalpaiguri, is directed to filed a report on the averments set out, a report in the form of an affidavit on the averments set out in the writ petition. The name, full stop. Next, the name of
Onuran Samanto, my lord.
Mr.
Onuran Samanto.
On what date you appeared?
Last date, my lord, 6/9.
Name of so-and-so, learned advocate for the Election Commission of India, be shown in the order dated 6/9/2020.
I'm grateful.
List the matter, give a date sometime. We'll give a date. And you do one thing, after the order is uploaded, you enclose the order and give a copy to Mr. Siddiqui.
My lord, it will appear next on.
Probably after vacation it will come.
Well, if it can be before vacation, at least one day.
All right, we'll try. 26 September.
Deeply obliged.
Item number 6.
My lord, I beg to appear, my lord, for the Andaman and Nicobar administration.
Very good, sir.
Item 6, my lord. This is, my lord, a service matter, my lord. PIL has been filed, my lord. Not permissible, but be that as it may, my lord, they say there is a representation pending. My lord, if my lord directs, will dispose of the representation by a reasoned order.
Because what the union says is this person is a very powerful person.
Milord, she has, Milord, self-created post has been created only to accommodate
My
her.
lord,
Let him complete.
My lord, if they are going on the merits, my lord, then my lord, I have a Supreme Court judgment, my lord. My colleague is in court, 2013, 4 SCC 465, my lord. In a service matter, my lord, they have to go before the appropriate tribunal, my lord. And this, they cannot file a PIL, my lord, to agitate a service dispute. And what is interesting is, my lord, this petition is filed by a person, the deponent of the petition, my lord, is actually an employee of the administration. He is engaged in a long battle for opposing its transfer, my lord. This is clearly a motivated proceeding. But my lord may have para 15, my lord, of this judgment.
But it is true that the representative of the trade union is an employee of your organization. Equally true is that private respondent,
with deepest of respect to him, Milord, the writ petition is presented by Electricity Employees Welfare Union, represented by its General Secretary. He is apparently not an employee.
No, he is an employee. He is facing proceedings of transfer. He is fighting in the CAT.
And that is true. And the ninth respondent, equally the ninth respondent is also an employee.
So
one thing, sir,
my lord,
if you see the prayer in the writ petition,
yes, my lord,
is to take action against an illegal appointment of so and so, etc., etc.
My lord.
Where is your representation? 3/7/24.
My representation.
Page 38.
Yes.
In terms of the representation.
And they have already taken some measures, Milord. The Central Vigilance Commission has written to my instructing advocate.
No, my lord, if their prayer is only for consideration of this representation, my lord, a speaking order can be passed, my lord, without prejudice to our rights and contentions on the
For the present. Which authority has to pass the order?
My lord,
the matter is now pending. The matter is now pending for necessary action before the CVO, Andaman and Nicobar administration.
That is Central Vigilance Commission, my lord.
Central Vigilance.
No, my secretary, my lord, will see the representation at page 38, my lord. That is addressed to my lord, Lieutenant Governor, Chief Director, Electricity Department, and Commissioner cum Secretary. So, My lord, the electricity department, my lord, the director can be directed to decide this representation.
Can the
Or the secretary.
chief secretary can decide?
Or my lord, the secretary electricity department, my lord, because
May I assist my learned friend? He is saying, first of all, I am not an employee. On instructions, I am saying this. Some intervening application was taken out, at the instance of some person, he might be an employee, the electricity workers union or whoever, is not a, it's a completely, other body. Just, kindly takes the trouble to come to page 23 for a moment. But I had sought for these information at page 22, certified copy of the notified recruitment rules, creation of post of EO to superintending engineer with approval for the said. This may not is been replied to. No such post is created in the electricity department. Now, this is not my.
I don't understand his prayer. Kindly see his prayers in the writ petition, my lord. I don't want to enter into a long drawn, my lord.
No, what we'll do is, for the present, we will direct the chief secretary to consider the representation.
That is, yes. Otherwise, alternatively, they may assist your lordship by filing a report.
My lord, we have serious.
I want your lordship's intervention.
Then my lord, will consider the judgment.
Then we'll have to first rule on the preliminary objection.
That may not, let him, if he wants to, I can go into it, because, I have also, I do not want to trouble, but, the fact is, that in this sort of a matter, it is not purely, that a public interest is not maintainable.
Prayer C is clearly a serviceman. Prayer C, show cause why an inquiry into the illegal appointment of Srimati Madhuri Shukla in terms of the order passed by the competent shall not be conducted. No satisfactory reply to make a rule absolute.
If your lordship so desires, then in that event, please see the judgment.
My lord, the rights of the parties can be preserved, my lord. The representation can be decided, and if he is still aggrieved, he can always.
No, Mr. Bhattacharya is not agreeing. So he is going to argue on the maintainability.
Then, my lord, private
We will decide
respondent
that.
is also not before your lordship.
Private respondent is also not represented. Then notice has to go to the private respondent.
And, my lord, more fully under chapter 18 of the appellate side rule, my lord, this application has been filed, my lord, when on the first day of commencement of the circuit of July, my lord. So, my lord, this, my lord, matter should be go before the.
No,
all these points have been taken, considered, your lordship, on the first day when the matter was taken up, your lordship, it fell from your lordship. Why should it not go there?
First tell us how the writ is maintainable in the.
According to me, my lord, please see this. Relying on 2013 volume 5 SCC page 1.
Yes.
Now, please take the trouble to kindly come to paragraph 29 at page 27, internal page 27.
Yes.
Now, I'm reading on a reading of the entire writ petition filed by respondent number 1 before the High Court. There also the similar point was taken. I have no doubt the respondent number 1 has filed this writ petition for espousing the cause of the general public. Will kindly convert state of Punjab to Andaman with a view to ensure that a person appointed as the chairman as the Public Service Commission is a man of ability and integrity, so that the recruitment to public services in I'm converting it to Andaman, page 28, are from the best available talents and are fair and is not influenced by politics and extraneous considerations. Considering the averments in the writ petition, I cannot hold that the writ petition is just a service matter in which only the aggrieved party has the locus to initiate a legal action in the court of law. The writ petition is a matter affecting interest of the general public in the state of Punjab, and any member of the public could espouse the cause of the general public so long as his bona fides are not in doubt. Therefore, I do not accept the submissions of Mr. Rao appearing for the state that the writ petition was a service matter and the High Court was not right in entertaining the writ petition as a public interest litigation at the instance of respondent number 1.
Now, this is a view recorded by Honorable Justice A.K. Patnaik.
Yes.
Where is the concurring view of the other Honorable Judge on this point? Because that needs to be seen. Because it's a two-judge bench.
My lord, the decision cited by me is also of the Supreme Court, my lord, same year, 2013, 4 SCC 465. And my lord, paragraph 15 of the judgment, my lord, the court has held that consistently, my lord, the view of the Supreme Court and other honorable high courts is that public interest litigation is not permissible in service matters.
Justice Lokur's judgment is concurring view, my lord, page 40. Page 40, paragraph 57 onwards.
You come to para 74. No, 73. Is the appointment of a person to a constitutional post a service matter? Expression, service matter, etc., etc. They have given. That is the reasoning given because they were occupying such a.
There is no post. Here a person has been sought to be accommodated, Milan, as would appear from page 20.
And the employees union has definitely some.
And Milord, there are
acts to grind.
Milord, please, there is no Milord, nothing to grind.
Yeah,
With
exactly.
deepest of respect, Milord, kindly sees the nature of allegations against this lady. Page 24. She was placed under suspension. She carried proceedings to the Central Administrative Tribunal. Ultimately, her challenge failed. Thereafter, Milord, she somehow, Milord, bypassed the entire situation. The administration was bypassed. She was given and made to fit in a particular post, Milord. And now she has, but what she has done is, the next petition is that, Milord, she has taken the entire department from Port Blair to some other place.
So clearly,
Milord,
personal
if your lordship is of the view that the Milord, the grievances be looked into, Milord, I cannot say in the way.
No. Now we have crossed that stage and we are on the maintainability. The employees union definitely has a personal interest in.
There is no.
Obviously, sir.
This person is working. I have a paper, sir. I would like to show your lordship.
My lord, yes, my lord.
Which person?
The affidavit, my lord, at page 20 is affirmed by one Abdul Aziz. And these are the proceedings, my lords, against Mr. Abdul Aziz. He was transferred initially. Then there was a direction.
He was an executive engineer headquarters.
Yes, my lord. He was transferred. So initially, CAT said you pass a speaking order. Speaking order was passed. Then he challenged that in the High Court before the CAT, and the CAT has rejected interim relief. And all of this happened in August 2024. They should have made these disclosures, my lords, while filing the PIL. My lord, this person has affirmed the affidavit without disclosing all this. Perhaps my learned senior has not been properly instructed.
Yeah, please,
so, my lord, this
writ petition has been styled as a public interest litigation by the Electricity Employees Welfare Union, which is stated to be a registered trade union. And the affidavit has been shown to by Mr. Abdul Aziz. And his occupation has been shown as regular. The learned advocate appearing for the respondent administration had raised a preliminary objection as regards maintainability of the writ petition. Therefore, we had heard the learned advocates for the parties on that issue. The learned advocate appearing for the writ petitioner placed reliance on the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court in State of Punjab versus Salil, Sablok and others, 2013 5 SCC, page 1, and submitted that in the said decision, the Honorable Supreme Court has held that even in cases of service matters, the writ petitions are maintainable. Per contra, the learned advocate appearing for the respondent administration placed reliance on the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Ayub Khan Noor Khan Patan versus State of Maharashtra, 2013 4 SCC 465, and submitted that the writ petition is not maintainable as the matter concerns a service dispute of the private respondent. Further, it is submitted that the person who has affirmed the affidavit on behalf of the petitioner employees union is an employee of the Electricity Department of Andaman and Nicobar Administration. And in this regard, an order of transfer dated 9/7/2024 has been produced before this court, and the name of the person who has filed the affidavit in this writ petition is in serial number 8, serial number 8. It is further submitted that the said Mr. Abdul Aziz has questioned the order of transfer and the matters are pending. And the question the order of transfer and litigation is going on. The learned advocate appearing for the writ petition would submit that the private respondent is a very powerful person, and in spite of action being taken against her, and she having been unsuccessful before the Central Administrative Tribunal, the administration has now accommodated her in a post which is a non-existing post.
It's 23.
In this regard, the learned advocate for the petitioner referred to the reply received under the reply received to a query by an advocate under the Right to Information Act by reply dated 20/10/2020. The first and foremost question to be considered is whether the writ petition is maintainable. Admittedly, the petitioner is an employees union consisting of a member employees union whose members are all employees of the Electricity Department of the Andaman and Nicobar Administration. The person who has affirmed to the affidavit is also an employee who is a regular Mazdoor. Thus, the petitioner union as well as its members have a direct interest in the matter, since they are questioning the appointment of the private respondent in the Electricity Department. Therefore, this is a good ground to reject the writ petition, as it cannot be treated to be a public interest litigation. The second aspect is whether if the matter is treated to be a service dispute, service matter, is a public interest writ petition maintainable. The law on the subject had been settled by various decisions, which have been noted by the Honorable Supreme Court in the decision in Ayub Khan, Noor Khan, Patan. Some of the decisions being, I will mark it here, on page para 50, 23, 24, 25. The cost rate is here. Also. The Honorable Supreme Court has, by referring to the above decisions, has held that filing of public interest litigation, has held that it has been consistently held by the Honorable Supreme Court that filing of public interest writ petition in a service matter is not permissible. The decision in the case of Salil Sablo, relied on by the learned counsel advocate appearing for the petitioner, relates to challenge to an appointment of a chairman of the Punjab Public Service Commission. The question which fell for consideration was whether the appointment of the chairman of the Public Service Commission is a service matter, and whether a public interest litigation could be entertained. The defense raised was that it is a constitutional post. Considering the importance of the post of the chairman of the Public Service Commission, and taking note of the functional test as regards the functions of the Public Service Commission, the court, on the facts and circumstances, held that the writ petition was maintainable. In our view, the decision in Salil Sablo can be of no assistance to the case of the petitioner, petitioner, and as held by the Honorable Supreme Court in Ayub Khan, Noor Khan, Patan, and the other decisions referred above, this writ petition cannot be entertained. The learned advocate for the petitioner submitted that a complaint had been given to the Central Vigilance Commission, and a reply has been received by the advocate from the commission on 2/9/2024, um, wherein it has been stated that the complaint has been forwarded to the Central Vigilance Officer, Andaman and Nicobar Islands Administration for necessary action. And as per the complaint handling policy, the Commission expects the CVOs, CVO, all capital, small s, to scrutinize the complaint sent for necessary action by the Commission and decide action on such complaint. So far as the said complaint is concerned, it is up to the Central Vigilance Officer to do the needful in the matter in accordance with law. With the above observation, the writ petition is dismissed as not maintainable.
Serial number 7.
7, my lord, is again filed by the same person, my lord. Here, my lord, the grievance is with respect to administrative decision, my lord.
Further, the Honorable Supreme Court in this Salil Sablo has pointed out that the appointment of a chairperson in a public service commission does not fall in the category of serviceman. Yes. Next.
The next matter is concerning shifting of the office. I'll just show your lordship, documents. Kindly see page 18.
It's filed by the same person.
Maybe it is filed by the same person,
My lord, my
21.
submission again is without prejudice. The representation they have made a
Service matter.
These are all administrative matters.
Sir, kindly see page 21. I'll stop.
You don't stop, but you're not to stop. Councils are supposed
No, not that minute.
Shifting of division office from headquarters
Was done as per verbal direction. And how could this be done?
verbal mentioning, we take up, we grant leave, we say, all right, file paper book.
No. Verbal, this is, let them look into my grievances at least.
This writ petition has been filed by an Electricity Employees Welfare Union, styled as a public interest litigation, questioning the decision taken by the administration to shift an office. Repeatedly, the Honorable Supreme Court has held that it is not for the High Court to decide as to how an administration should function and how the establishment has to be kept and where it has to be located. These are all matters which are best left to the decision of the authorities, and it is not for the court to meddle into all these issues. Therefore, the writ petition is dismissed.
Grateful.
Most grateful.
Next.
Serial number 8.
I am for the port for Sama Prasad Mukherjee port.
All right, none appears for the petitioner. Next week.
Serial number 9.
My lord, this is my application, my lord.
You come this side.
Next.
Serial number 9.
My lord, this is my application. My lord, this is, my lord, directed against non-holding of municipal elections, my lord. In the three...
Yet to get over the problems in the panchayat election. She is the root cause for all the problem. And still matters are hanging, sir.
Now I am adding fuel to that.
My lord, elections
Now
are...
I will be adding fuel to that.
Elections are not being held for more than 2.5 years, my lord.
If
The
election
last
is not
term-
held problem, here
My lord, the
then
last-
problem.
Nothing can be done now, sir.
My lord, last term, my lord, came to an end, my lord, in April
And
2000.
now as many as 11 election petitions have been filed.
Yes.
I have assigned that to different judges.
My lord.
Election Commission of India has called for details of the election petitions which are pending in all high courts. This itself is yet to ebb. It's still fuming. They are mentioning, asking that to be listed, and the chief election commissioner.
My lord.
He was summoned, rule was issued, contempt is pending. He has filed an affidavit. His presence was dispensed with, subject to further orders.
But here, my lord, no elections are being
State
held.
is here, we cannot do anything. Under section 8, my lord, state has to consult with us and have fixed a date. State is not appearing.
State is We will direct your representation to.
My lord, that will not help because, my lord, panchayat elections, we came with a public interest litigation in 2015, my lord. There was an undertaking given before this honorable court to hold the elections within 3 months, my lord. It was held in 2023, after 1923 years, my lord. No panchayat elections were held for 23 years from 2000 to 2000.
You are not part of any of the litigation concerning the panchayat election.
No, my lord, I'm
citing
an instance. My lord.
You would have definitely sympathized with us.
My lord, I'm citing an instance, my lord, because, my lord, in spite of giving an undertaking, my lord.
These are all futile writs, sir. Futile writs.
My lord,
and you will come forward with a contempt petition. They will say this has happened, that has happened, public unrest, census has to be taken, so many people died.
My lord, the administrator is running the.
Sir, I have been
the conditions of the municipalities are so.
No, in my parent high court, I've been a party to 3 such orders. One concerning the administration in the Union Territory of Pondicherry. Nothing happened. Went to Supreme Court. All sorts of.
My lord, kindly see this judgment.
For the present, we will direct the representation to be considered.
My lord, I'll only trouble you lots with one judgment, my lord. Article 243U, my lord, which mandates holding of elections, my lord. Holding of elections, my lord, before the expiry of the last municipal board, my lord. The question arose as to whether the provisions of 243U is mandatory in nature or not, my lord.
That is correct, sir. Constitutional provisions are there. We are aware of
this, my lord. This bench decides, my lord, whether that question has been answered, my lord.
No. The cooperative society elections are yet to be over. What is that bank that we are monitoring? Almost as many as 40 writ petitions have been filed at every stage to block the proceedings. The Student Union Council, Students Union, that has not been conducted for several years. There are batch of petitions pending. Then every council, pharmacy council, that council, every matter, elections, every election is under litigation. So, for the.
My lord, I'll only trouble you lots with 2 paragraphs, my lord.
Please.
Page 3, my lord. Page 3. The first paragraph, my lord. Page 3, my lord. The question that arises for consideration is whether Article 243U of the Constitution, by which the duration of the municipality is fixed, is mandatory in nature, and any violation could be justified in the circumstances stated by the respondents. Article 243 has been reproduced here, my lord, which says, my lord, under Clause 3, my lord, an election to constitute a municipality shall be completed before the expiry of its duration specified in clause, and before the expiration of a period of 6 months from the date of resolution, my lord. But this has been answered, my lord. I'll take your lordship to the relevant clause, my lord, relevant part of the order, judgment, my lord. My lord, kindly come to page 8, my lord. The penultimate paragraph, my lord, page 8.
Yes.
In our opinion, the entire provision in the Constitution was inserted to see that there should not be any delay in the constitution of the new municipality every 5 years. And in order to avoid the mischief of delaying the process of election and allowing the nominated bodies to continue, the provisions have been suitably added to the Constitution. In this direction, it is necessary for all the state governments to recognize the significance of the State Election Commission, which is a constitutional body, and shall abide by the directions of the commission in the same manner in which it follows the direction of the Election Commission of India during the elections for the Parliament and state legislatures. In fact, in the domain of elections to the Panchayat and the municipal bodies under the Part 9 and 9A, for the conduct of the elections to these bodies, they enjoy the same status as the Election Commission of India. This is, my lord, this has been answered in the affirmative, my lord. Now I am leaving it to a lordship, my lord. The elections are not being held for more than 2.5 years, my lord.
This writ petition, styled as a public interest litigation, flags a very important issue, namely non-conduct of election to the municipalities in the state of West Bengal. The petitioner
this is relating to 3 municipalities of
relating
North
to 3
Bengal.
municipalities in the
North
state
Bengal.
of West Bengal.
North Bengal.
The petitioner is a resident of Korsiong. And the last election for the municipalities in Korsiong and Kalimpong.
Korsiong, Kalimpong, and Mirik, my lord.
And the notified area of Mirik were held in May 14, 2017. The The period of 5 years expired in April 2022. Full stop. The petitioner would state that the process for holding elections were initiated in 2022, but were abruptly stopped for the reasons best known to the respondents. In this regard, copies of memos dated 13/3/2022, 28/4/2022, and 16/4/2022 were referred to by the learned advocate for the writ petition. The grievance expressed by the petitioner is fully justified, and there can be no quarrel to the legal position that elections have to be conducted as per the constitutional mandate. The answering respondent will be the state who's not represented today. The West Bengal State Election Commission has been represented by the learned senior advocate. At this juncture, it will be beneficial to refer to the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court in Kishan Singh Tomar versus Municipal Corporation
of Ahmedabad, case appeal civil number 5756 of 2005, dated 19/10/2006.
Stop coming to circuit.
Not stopping. I mean,
The said appeal before the Honorable Supreme Court was directed against the judgment of the division bench of the High Court of Gujarat.
I will get some.
The appellant therein filed a writ of mandamus to direct the respondents in the writ petition, namely the Municipal Corporation of the City of Ahmedabad and the Gujarat State Election Commission to take all steps necessary for the purpose of holding elections for constituting the Municipal Corporation of the City of Ahmedabad before the expiry of the duration of the Municipal Corporation constituted pursuant to the elections held in October 2000. The Honorable Supreme Court, while dealing with the said appeal, took note of Article 243 capital U of the Constitution of India, which deals with duration of municipalities, etc. Subarticle 3 of Article 243 capital U has two subclauses A and B. It states that an election to constitute a municipality shall be completed A before the expiry of its duration specified in clause 1 of Article 243U, which is 5 years, semicolon, and B before the expiration of the period of 6 months from the date of dissolution. After referring to the other constitutional provisions, the Honorable Supreme Court which page you refer? Held as follows. That is in page 8, sir. Held as follows. The Honorable Supreme Court has pointed out that it is necessary for all the state governments, which includes the state of West Bengal, to recognize the significance of the State Election Commission, which is a constitutional body, and it shall abide by the directions of the Commission in the same manner which it follows the directions of the Election Commission of India during the elections for the Parliament and state legislature. Further, it was pointed out that the entire provisions of the Constitution was inserted to see that there should not be any delay in constitution of the new municipality every 5 years, and in order to avoid the mischief of delaying the process of election and allowing the nominated bodies to continue, the provisions have been suitably added to the Constitution. Despite the constitutional mandate and the observations of the Honorable Supreme Court in the aforementioned decision, we find that the state of West Bengal has not taken any action to hold elections and form new board of councillors for Korsiong and Kalimpong municipalities and Mirk notified area. In this regard, the petitioner has submitted a representation. Though the representation is a brief representation, it contains the necessary inputs for the authorities to act. Therefore, at this juncture, instead of issuing any positive direction, we direct the first respondent, namely the Principal Secretary, Department of Urban Development and Municipal Affairs, State of West Bengal, to take into consider the representation dated June 28, 2024, submitted by the petitioner through speed post, received by the authorities on 1/7/2024, and take a proper and legal decision bearing in mind the constitutional provisions, constitutional mandate, and the decision of the Honorable Supreme Court referred above. We hope and trust appropriate decision will be taken by the state of West Bengal in this regard, as the Honorable Supreme Court has pointed out the importance of holding elections before the expiry of the term of office of the elected body. And in this case, the term of office of the elected body expired in the April 2022, and it is high time the state notifies the election to be conducted. The above direction shall be complied with by the first respondent within 6 weeks from the date on which they have received.
My lord, if I may trouble your lordship, my lord. Section 12 of the West Bengal Municipal Act also mandates this similar provision, my lord, that it should be held within 6 months before the expiry of the earlier term.
The authority, while considering the representation, should also take note of the mandate under Section 12 of the West Bengal Municipality.
West Bengal Municipal Act 1993, my lord.
1983.
93, my lord.
93. Next.
Serial number 10.
To fix a date in consultation. My lord, directed to fix a date. Under Section 8, they have to consult us and fix a date.
My lords are keeping the petition pending, my lord.
No. No, why?
Next.
Serial number 10.
My lord, I am for the petitioner. My lord, my lord, this public interest litigation has been filed by the villagers of a particular village, wherein against the illegal activities of the block land and land reforms officer, who has, from the record of right, the block land and land reforms officer has omitted the names of the deities in a Devotar trust and has inserted the name of the private respondents, enabling them to sell out and transfer the Devotar trust properties in favor of third parties, my lord. My lord, kindly come to page number 33.
What is your instruction, sir?
My lord, I am about to get the instructions, my lord.
You want 2 weeks time, you can get it?
In the meantime, my lord, I have a point in maintainability.
Maintainability.
Because gross, my lord, can come to paragraph number 5 in this public interest litigation, my lord. Clearly stated that already a civil suit is pending before the.
My lord, the civil suit I have filed because I wanted the status quo and I have challenged the sale. But here, my lord, my grievance is against the BLR.
If the BLRO has, according to you, illegally converted,
yes,
or that order is erroneous, appeal is provided, there is a method.
No, my lord. We have no locus standi, my lord. We are the villagers.
Why did you file a suit?
I filed a suit the last month, my lord, so that I could get a status quo, so that the sales are not promulgated.
Therefore, you are aware of the conversion.
We became aware, my lord, last month when they tried to take the possession, my lord. Before that, for 100 years, the Devotar trust has been there.
So your prayer in the suit is comprehensive.
No, my lord. No, my lord. Kindly consider my prayer B and C. I have only sought for to call for report against what the BLRO has done, my lord.
And do parallelly, no? You see your prayer in page 15, para 5, the declaration that the immovable assets belonging to trust described schedule appended to the plane by the properties of the deities, number 1. That the common people of the villages are so-and-so of the said deities, 2. That the deities and their land belonging to the common people of the village The deeds of sale are fabricated, manufactured and not.
Yes, my lord. That is in the
Very
civil
correct.
suit, my lord.
Correctly, you have gone before the civil court. You get an order of status quo, then contest the suit and do.
But my lord, my grievance against the BLRO is here, my lord. My lord,
This is a public interest writ petition filed by 6 persons.
my lord,
for
my lord,
action.
kindly give me some indulgence, my lord. My lord, my representation that is before the DLRO, that let that be considered, my lord.
We'll see.
That is in
I'm
page number
seeking
244, my lord.
Seeking for a direction to the
244.
superior state respondents, more particularly respondent number 2 to 4, to investigate into the matter of fabrication of government records of rights, record of rights of immovable assets relating to Debatar Trust property and for other consequential reliefs. The learned government council raised a preliminary objection as regards the maintainability of the writ petition by pointing out that the appellant has already filed, writ petitioners have already filed a suit. As could be seen from paragraph 5 of the writ petition, the petitioners have filed a comprehensive suit against the respondents 7, 9 to 26. The 7th respondent being the Block Land and Land Reforms Officer. Why we say that the suit is a comprehensive suit is because the prayers, the 4 prayers sought, there sought 3 prayers, out of the 4 prayers sought for are for a decree of declaration to declare the assets belonging to the trust as properties of the deities, semicolon, that the common people of the villages are the sabatis, SEBAITs of the said deities, and 3, and semicolon, that the deities and their land belonging to all the common people belong to all the common people of the village. The 4th relief sought for is to declare that the deed of sale executed in favor of private respondents are fabricated, manufactured and not binding on anyone, and also for a permanent injunction. The learned civil judge, senior division, 2nd court from Paschim Medinipur has granted an order of status quo by order dated 3/8/2024. Thus, the petitioners having moved, the petitioners claiming to be villagers having moved the civil court for necessary relief, in which they have also questioned the action of the Block Land and Land Reforms Officer as being illegal, the petitioners should pursue the remedy before the civil court, and at this juncture, we cannot entertain this public interest writ petition. Therefore, the public writ petition is disposed.
My lord, kindly direct the district land reforms officer, my lord, page number 244, my lord.
The disposed of, leaving it open to the petitioners to urge all issues in the pending civil proceedings.
My lord, this representation may be considered, my lord, page 244, my lord.
Parallel proceedings not. Next.
Serial number 11.
But I am for the petition.
Number 6, 9 and 10.
But the allegation regarding siphoning or misappropriation of the 15th the Finance Commission fund in the name of development. The one example I have given, your lordship kindly have a look to annexure P1. The scheme, prior to that, last occasion your lordship asked me to submit the translated, I have of my own, I have done so. These are the translation from vernacular.
Yes.
The annexure P1, your lordship will find this the tender was floated for cover drain, but they have implemented that work in part, but took away the entire fund for the work allotted.
The work was not complete.
Work was not complete. I mean, not only that, but the guard wall has been converted into the drain. And in that fashion, they have I have given a photograph of annexure P1, your lordship kindly have a look.
And my lord, your lordship will find for the next. I'm sorry, my lord. Photograph
at page 14.
Page 14, my lord. Page 14, I'm sorry, I said P2. But there, the tender was, your lordship kindly see, the annexure P4, page 18 onwards, but your lordship will find what was the work. And my lord, annexure P2, your lordship find, the entire payment has been made. P3. And my lord, in course of this, it was further detected that not only this one, in respect of some other work, the construction of the pathway or the metal road, that work was not at all done, but the fund has been released. And now they are trying to filling the gap. They are posting the board of that work to some other place where the existing roads are there. But in this fashion, this scheme money has been siphoned.
The inquiry was conducted by the block development officer and Panchat development officer. And the allegation, as has been raised by my learned friend, to some extent correct. It was found that in respect of 4 items, excess payment was made when the work was incomplete. And the payment was about 2,04,441. Accordingly, there was a direction by the BDO to ask for refund of the money and to take appropriate steps. And the entire the report that has been forwarded to the district Panchat and rural development officer. I have only single copy. Kindly excuse me for the same.
And now they have to take steps to recover from the contractor.
Yes.
This is not, these are the some of the instances, your lordship, kindly recollect, the last week when your lordship was taken in respect of another matter, item number 12 on that particular date in Nodia, your lordship asked the district magistrate Nodia to look into this. The same thing, it is one of the some of the things, we could collect. But we filed application under the Right to Information Act, no reply. Nobody responded to our queries.
Yes, sir. What is your
Some detection has been made that my learned friend appearing for the Panchayat has produced. But these are party quarrel, I tell you, lordship. Kindly come to page 20 or 19. Members are making representation, they are not coming forward. And has been set up, someone has been set up for public.
Probably they are afraid because public will beat them up.
No. Kindly see page
Public
19.
who voted for them will beat them up.
Page 19, 20.
No, you get a report from the district Panchayat and rural development officer. Let them conduct an audit. Let them conduct an audit, examine all the works, and then.
I was suggesting, subject to approval of my lord and agreeing to all others, representation as made to the district magistrate in detail may be considered, my lord, by the district.
We can dispose of the requisition by directing district magistrate to appoint a team to audit the entire expenditure of the panchayat.
Entire expenditure of the
within a time frame after notice. And if now one instance is there, this they will proceed to recover from the concerned contractor, and next action will be taken. Ultimately, one problem will occur. Suppose in that inquiry or audit, if some members are involved, matter is gone.
And not only that, the officers of the panchayat, then there's and all these things. Unless they certify, and the secretary of that panchayat, unless they endorse that it has been done, no fund will be released. But if they are the party to that, that's why my learned friend is now saying political rivalry and all these things. But I am not disputing that. There may be political rivalry, but if it is the fund for the development of the people of that particular area, we are the beneficiaries, my lord.
Only one thing I was suggesting, instead of, my lord, blanket that audit of the entire funds of the panchayat, let them point out by a representation.
How they can, sir? Even assuming he is set up,
then panchayat,
certain things will not come out.
Panchayat audit, my lord, it is being done. Your lordship knows, my lord, that matter is going on before your lordship, Subhendu.
Because once the audit team comes to the panchayat, they know how to treat them.
My lord, it is there in the Panchayat Act itself. Audits are being made regularly.
They will sit in the hotel.
That's why I was suggesting.
Files will go here, everything over.
That's why I was suggesting let him point out. Otherwise,
All right, this public interest writ petition has been filed, praying for appropriate direction against the respondent panchayats, were alleging that large-scale siphoning of funds have occurred under the 15th Finance Commission, which were allotted for various developmental works. In this regard, mass petitions were given. From the action taken by the Joint Block Development Officer, Chapra Development Block, Nadia, it is seen that part of the allegation made by the petitioner turned out to be true. The authority has found out that excess payment has been made to the contractor to the tune of rupees 2,04,441, and a report has been submitted by the Block Development Officer, Chapra Development Block, to the District Panchayat and Rural Development Officer, Nadia, on 4/9/2024, forwarding the inquiry and action taken report. Therefore, there appears to be some substance in the representation given by the petitioners. The learned advocate for the petitioner would submit that the petitioner is not privy to all the details, and whatever they could collect, they have placed it before the learned district magistrate, and unable to place the other complaints because there was no response to the various queries raised under the Right to Information Act. Considering the fact that part of the allegation made by the petitioners have turned out to be true, an inquiry needs to be conducted as to how the funds of the concerned panchayat were administered. Therefore, we direct the District Magistrate Nadia to constitute a team of officers to examine as to whether the funds allotted under the 15th Finance Commission have been appropriately expended, whether there was any irregularity, etc. Upon such inspection, the team shall submit a report to the District Magistrate, who shall consider the report and, after notice to all concerned, take appropriate action in accordance with law. The above direction shall be complied with within a period of 4 months from the date of receipt of the server copy of the order. So far as the finding rendered by the Joint Block Development Officer regarding excess payment to a contractor, steps be taken to recover the same from the concerned contractor. Disposed of.
May I have a copy of this report they have filed?
There's only one copy. You take photocopy and give.
My lord. And one thing more, unless and until the in-house support, they cannot get excess amount. There must be some steps so that
during the inquiry, the complexity of the officers or any other staff of the panchayat should also be inquired into.
My lord, he will forward the copy of the writ petition as also the order.
The petitioner is directed to forward the copy of the writ petition along with annexures, along with the copy of this order, to the office of the district magistrate for effective compliance of the above direction.
Deeply obliged.
Great. Next.
Serial number 12.
Back to appear on behalf of the Union of India, Mr. Madam.
Private respondent.
Union of India, Lord.
Union of.
I am for the state respondent, but I request some time to.
What is this matter, sir?
Lordship, this is petition has been raised of embezzlement or defalcation so far in respect of the national project for cattle and buffalo breeding. Lordship.
None appears for the petitioner. This next week.
I'm for the petition, Lordship, praying for not today only.
All right. Then cut out that order, not today. Next.
Serial number 13.
My lord, I beg from here of the petitioner, my lord. My lord, I have served upon all the parties, but some of the services is not completed yet. So what the things have what we can gather, my lord.
Then what you will say post after service?
My lord,
Next
this is a matter relating to Durga Puja, my lord. To be more precise. So I want this matter to be heard, my lord, prior to Durga Puja. If your lordship fixes a particular date, my lord, this will then my lord, that I mean
He has made representation at page 33. Page 33, there is a representation.
I'm not prejudicing anyone, my lord.
Now, what is the allegation?
My lord, the allegation is this is basically a dispute between the member of the astral committee to the present committee, in which I've been a part. Now, just because they have lost the power, they are leaving no stone unturned to to prevent this Durga Puja, my lord. But this particular
who's preventing?
Astral members who are being represented by the private respondents.
It's a private dispute, my lord. My lord, the criminal
No,
cases.
if suppose they are causing some disturbance, you lodge a complaint.
My
The
lord,
police
we
will
have registered.
inquire into it.
My lord, we have moved an application of under section 144 previously. My lord,
Your club has received the funds.
Yes, my lord. We that is the
being opposed. Madam is there. That we are going to hear.
My lord, perhaps that is the reason we regard it as sign use of war, my lord.
Petitioner has a grievance against the private respondents who appears to have been the erstwhile members of the Puja committee. The petitioner apprehends that they will disturb the Puja, which is to be organized by the petitioner and others / committee on account of rivalry. The present matter appears to be wholly a private dispute, and we are not inclined to entertain a public interest litigation on the same. However, if the petitioner genuinely apprehends any disturbance at the hands of by the seventh respondent or any other person for the purpose of conducting the puja, they are at liberty to approach the jurisdiction police by way of a complaint, which shall be inquired into in accordance with law.
My lord, one humble prayer, your lordship. Kindly appreciate my prayer D, my lord. That is the thing what I am harping on.
This all let them fight, sir. Next.
Extremely grateful.
Serial number 14.
I'm the petitioner, my lord.
The
petitioner is a resident, is a the public interest litigation. The petitioner is a resident of Dankuni, my lord. What has happened, my lord? There was a land which was used as a pond. The revisional survey records as well as the clandestine survey records classify it as a pond, but the land records say otherwise. In fact, there is a report by the municipality which also says that this is a depressed land which holds water for 365.
No, what happened to your mass petition?
Mass petition, nothing has happened, my lord. People are dumping waste in the
So you have to go there. You form an NGO, go door to door and educate the people. You should not dump. Unless, as said yesterday in another matter, it should come from within. Unless you have public sense.
That is
the
their
people,
Lordship,
any amount of order. Yes, sir. What is?
my lord, the appeal is by an
advocate who stays in the area. Who
And
stays
lord,
in the area.
the-
Matter will kindly see.
The issue is with regard to challenge legality of conversion from pond to Danga. Kindly sees two RORs. He has annexed at.
So as on date, it is converted.
Yes, so he is challenging legally.
Can it be done in? There's a specific bar under section
legality of
17A
classification.
of the
Lordship has already
practicing
passed an
at-
order.
kindly
Questions the
appreciate.
conversion of
Lordship,
But I've not challenged the conversion. I've challenged the filling up of the pond.
has indirectly challenged the conversion of the land as dag from that of a pukur.
from Puku to Danga.
Pukutuda cannot be done, my lord.
So Honorable Court has observation on this aspect, Lord.
17A of the Inland Fisheries Act, my lord,
And
there's
it
a
is
specific
illegal.
bar.
The inland West Bengal Inland
Let them
Fisheries
produce
Act
a copy of the conversion if it is
provides
converted
for
at all.
adequate remedies.
If it is converted at all, let them produce a copy, my lord.
Agreed
Let
person.
it report me.
Invoke the remedies available under the statute. Dismiss. Next.
Serial number 15.
15.
That has disposed of.
Yes, yes.
I will kindly appreciate that. Let them at least let them call. My lord calls for a report. That is.
Don't appear in the cases, sir.
I am for the state lordship in this matter.
In this matter,
In this matter,
I am
surprised. Is it a public litigation or a private litigation?
no, there is no such thing.
The chairman himself, before his lordship, who has failed to discharge his duty and file a PIL.
My lord,
The SDO has specifically asked him to give a report on this issue.
let them finish, then I shall place.
Wait.
Lordship, sorry.
Lord, the respondent number 10 forcibly occupied the passenger set, which is the public passenger set near bus stand, and started a business. For this reason,
Any photograph is there?
yes, I have annexed this photograph. That is straightway come to page 22.
Haringatta meat shop.
Yes, shop.
That is the passenger.
Respond number 10.
Yes.
That is a passenger shed.
But this is a passenger set. My lord, straightway come to, that is the report. That is the Baylor report, page 50.
Page?
Page 15. With the above subject and reference, this is to state that as per available office Puja map, it is found that the old Vishramagar was situated in plot number 203, 204, 205, Puja Cosby. That was the old Vishramagar. That is the public passenger set. They have started. For this reason, my lord, the entire society of the public, they raised objections before the chairman of the Agra municipality, and on that basis, they moved this application. They made a representation. Straightway come to
the petitioner is the chairman of the municipality.
Municipality.
Can you not issue notice and evict him?
Yes, no, my lord. That's
Then you resign.
My lord,
No.
kindly allow me.
Next week we will post it. You please ask your chairman to resign and
Yes,
come
my
as
lord,
Mr.
my lord, I have issued a notice, my lord. I have issued a notice on the instruction.
Petitioner.
My lord,
an
straightway
election
come to page
chairman of the
25. My lord,
Agra
straightway come to
municipality
page 25.
has
For
filed
a
this
moment, we have
petition
not submitted.
alleging that the private respondent has put up a shop in a passenger shed. We fail to understand as to why a elected chairman of a municipality should approach this court, and at his instance we should issue direction. It is well open to the petitioner to exercise the powers conferred under the West Bengal Municipalities Act and proceed to take action in accordance with law, if so advised.
And Miller, may I have a document, Miller.
Yes.
The Agra municipality himself, Miller, this chairman himself, Miller, give him permission. Miller, can you see that?
Yes. No, my lord. That is the previous. My lord.
Now he has come up before his lordship.
Yes, my lord. That is the whole allegation, my lord.
The municipality has granted permission.
My lord, kindly see page 28 for a moment. See for a moment.
Forget this, Miller. It is his own document, Miller.
Allow me for a moment 28 page.
Yes,
For a moment.
yes. Please give them. Please sit down. Now, you please be ready. Please be ready to bear the cost.
Yes.
Very good. Please come on.
Yes, I am grateful.
Come. Page 20.
Page 28, according to directions of the SDO. That is page 25. That is the first. That is the page 28. That is, I have issued a letter to the respondent number 10. The letter substitute informed that you have been operating your business as Haringata Meat Food Cum Sale Counter since September 14, 2020 at the old passenger shed near Agra bus stand. In the light of the above, you are requested to submit all valid documents relating to your business operations to the undersigned on August 20, 2024 at 12 noon. This is necessary. This is a necessary to ensure compliance with the local regulations and facilities any further administration process. They have silent. They have not submitted any papers. Apart from, my lord, kindly see for a moment. That is, they have started their business because they have taken a permission from the managing director, that is the WBLD CLDAC. That was not in the old passenger set. That is, license was issued to another place. That was also communicated by the Jala Parishad and others. But they have started their business by encroaching, that is the public passenger set. For
Yes,
this
sir.
reason, I have taken a step. Myla kindly directs the municipality authority and SDO. I have raised objection before the district magistrate. That is my page 2020 for a moment.
And you were elected when, sir? When was the chairman elected?
Later,
2017.
after 20.
No, 5-year term is over.
Last 1 year.
That's what. After we have dictated the order, the learned counsel for the petitioner insisted on this court to look into certain documents which, according to him, were very relevant. In this regard, the learned advocate has drawn our attention to page 28 of the state petition, which is a memo issued by the writ petitioner in the capacity of chairman of the Agra municipality to the private respondent dated 14/8/2024, wherein the private respondent has been requested to submit all valid documents related to his business operations to the chairman on August 20, 2024 at 12 noon. The petitioner would contend that nothing has happened in terms of the memo which was issued by the chairman of the municipality dated 14/8/2024.
And thereafter, they have made a representation before the district magistrate.
And
it's due.
Thereafter, representations have been made to the district magistrate as well as to the subdivisional
officer
dated 19/7/2024. As pointed out earlier, we fail to understand as to why we should come to the assistance of the writ petitioner, who is undoubtedly an elected chairman of a municipality. If the petitioner is unable to exercise his powers as a chairman in terms of the provisions of the West Bengal Municipalities Act, then he is unfit to continue as a chairman of the municipality. Therefore, it is high time that the petitioner steps down from the post of chairman and then fight the cause of the public as an individual.
My lord, may I submit, my lord, may I submit
Therefore,
one thing, my lord?
it is for the
My lord,
petitioner.
This is a government land. This is the appropriate authority.
It is for the petitioner to pursue action in accordance with law. In spite of our above observation, the petitioner, learned advocate for the petitioner, kept on insisting that the matter should be, that the district magistrate should be directed. We are not inclined to accept the said submission.
HDO already
The
issued a
petitioner,
letter.
being an elected chairman, does not require the assistance of this court. And if he does so, he should step down from the post of chairman and then fight the public cause. Hence, the writ petition is dismissed with cost of ₹15,000 payable to the District Legal Services Authority of Purva Medinipur. Is it? Which district?
Yes, Lord. No, it is Purva Medinipur.
Within
My lord,
30 days.
kindly submit one thing, my lord. My lord, on that basis, HDO already issued a letter. This is a government place.
Within 30 days from the date of receipt.
Issued a letter, my lord.
Get for you file appeal against. Next, sir.
Serial number 16.
16.
This matter, my lord, I pray not to table. I am on behalf of the petitioner, my lord, Mr. Sudarshan Ghosh, due to personal difficulty, my lord, I pray not to, my lord.
All the respondents have been served.
As per me. Yes, my lord.
Private respondent, you are appearing for?
I am appearing on behalf of the state respondent.
State. Not today. Next.
Serial number 17.
17, my lord, I am for the private respondent.
I am on behalf of the petitioner. This is my admitted service.
Okay.
What is this nature of prayer?
The petitioners, they are the villagers of the village. They are Hindu. The petitioners, they live in a village. They are Hindus. They sometimes pay before the Christian priest. That is the grievance of the other villager, that they
Prabhu Jishu.
Prabhu Jesus Christ.
It is a sect, is it? What is it? I don't know.
I also don't know. Prabhu Jesus was Jesus Christ.
Your council, instructing council should know.
They are Hindu. They are sometimes they are performing in their house and in the joint prayer are made. In the name of Prabhu Jishu, they pray.
What is that prayer, sir?
Yes.
I don't know.
For their future, bright future. And
Why,
also
what is
get
doing,
healing.
the petitioners are making religious healing programs in the village in lieu of money, my lord, and are restraining the villagers from going into the hospitals and anything else, availing the hospitals. This is the basic crux of the matter.
Either let him submit.
No, no.
First let him submit.
No, your
On the contrary, my lord, if the villagers made representation to the district magistrate, and villager faces torture, and one lady was confined in a room, kindly come to page 23 first.
No, the complaint has been forwarded to the superintendent of police.
Yes.
He will take action.
No, first. আমরা কি বলতে দিন নাকি? My lord, on 22/8/2024, district magistrate wrote to superintendent of police to take steps and report. No steps has been taken.
We will direct them to.
That is one. Then next mine come page 26. Again, district magistrate wrote to the superintendent, no action taken. Again, we can come to page 33. Again, district magistrate wrote. So they did not take arms in their hand. They approached the administration. We are getting tortured by some villagers, and no, in the rural politics, they are the victim of rural politics. They approach the administration for action. So what is their fault?
No, the instruction is he is a faith healer.
What?
Faith healer.
That is absolutely vague.
Some black magic also.
No.
Is there any enactment?
No, man, that is absolutely bogus.
Black magic. There are lot of states have passed and.
I know that about the black magic and the other, but I know that the black magic. But in this case, some villagers they assemble, they pray. So if that is a black magic, then administration should inquire and make a report. No. That why administration is sitting?
All right. The petitioner.
All the allegations, my lord, are denied by the private, made against the private respondent, denied, my lord.
Police authorities are taking action against the villagers who, by objecting to the prayer of Pravu Jishu, Pravu Jishu. Since the writ petition is disposed of without calling for affidavits, we have not gone into the allegations made with this petition.
I'm down.
Police the last of which is dated 15/2/2024. And till date, no action is, and it is alleged that till date, no action has been taken. Thus, without going to the merits of the matter, we direct the superintendent of police, Puja, the third respondent, to take note of the complaint which was forwarded by the district magistrate, and direct an inquiry to be conducted and proceed to take action in accordance with law. The above direction be complied with within 6 weeks from the date of receipt of the server copy of this.
My lord, just one thing, my lord, just fallen from the black magic in some state is followed. But that is a different thing. I don't know whether they are really conducting any black magic or not. I'm sitting in Calcutta. But this
is a religious healing.
No, my lord.
On demanding money.
Well, Article 15 is there, Article 25 is there. If the district magistrate find, the police find that they are conducting any black magic, they will take action.
Yes, let them.
No, but why they are idle? Despite several directions given by the district magistrate. So unless
He'll inquire it.
Grateful, man.
Serial number 18.
My lord, I am for the petition. My lord, kindly see my lord, prayers, my lord, prayer A. My lord, I have made a representation to the my lord, authority that has not been acted upon as yet.
What, some highway problem, is it? What is it?
My lord, the encroachers, my lord, widened of the road has been closer. That's why the accident has been occurred due to.
What was the original road width?
My lord, that can be ascertained by the my lord reference instruction. My lord, I cannot.
My lord, groundwork they will not do. My lord, I tell you, there are 3 plots. 526 is a plot, my lord, which is of the
PWD.
Public Works Department. 526, no permission has been given to anybody to construct, nor it has been transferred to anyone. His allegation is to, my lord, initiate proceeding under section 10 of the West Bengal Highway Act. This is the case.
My lord, let the my lord executing.
But you have not implemented the encroachers.
My lord, I do not know who are the encroachers. My lord,
but you have
after upon inquiry,
page 36.
My lord,
you have obtained some information. The petitioner alleges that there has been encroachment on highways land. In this regard, the petitioner filed an application under the Right to Information Act, and the reply given by the executive engineer, Tamluk Highway Division, dated 7/2/2024 states that as per the available office record, no permission has been granted for has been given for utilization / construction on plot number 526 of Talagachari Mouza, JL number 108, Ramnagar 1 block in the district of Purnamedinipur. Further, it is stated that there is no office record to reveal that no department transfer has occurred of plot number 526. With these facts, representation have been made to the authority on 16/8/2024 to remove the encroachment.
At page 29.
29.
Page 10 also.
10 also.
My lord.
10.
Same represent.
8/2024. The encroachers have not been implemented as a party in the writ petition, and when we queried the learned advocate for the petitioner, it is submitted that the petitioner does not know the names of those persons. In the absence of the alleged encroachers, no positive direction can be granted by this court in this writ petition. However, since the representation is pending before the authorities, we direct the
executive.
On number 3.
Just
3 or 4 as your logic.
we'll ask the second respondent.
Second, yes, second.
We direct the second respondent, Executive Engineer, Public Works, within brackets Roads, bracket close Directorate, Tamluk Highways Division, to consider the representation dated 16/8/2024, issue notice to the alleged encroachers as well as the petitioner.
If any, my lord. Alleged encroachers, if any.
Alleged encroachers, if any, and also to the petitioner, inquire into the matter and proceed to pass orders on merits and in accordance with law as expeditiously as possible, preferably within 12 weeks from the date on which the copy of the representation along with a copy of this order is presented in the office of the executive engineer. Next.
Grateful.
Serial number 19.
Right back to no signal.
Yes.
In this matter, I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner. I have served the copy to all the. Here in this case, my lord, we are holding a permanent stage carriage permit on the route number 239. My lord, route is, my lord, from Amtola to Rajabada Science City, Science College. My lord, in both the points, my lord, there is no sufficient space to accommodate the vehicles. So every day we are facing the tremendous, my lord, that parking problems. So now in the meantime, my lord, all the 30 vehicles are plying on this short route, 29 kilometers route. Every 10 minutes, my lord, every vehicle are flying as a stage carriage to carry the passengers. Now, my lord, in the year 2004, the state government, my lord, framed a comprehensive representation policy pursuant to the direction of the Honorable Court page number 69. Page number 69. This is the policy that for the control of the.
They are existing stage carriage operators on a certain route number.
Let me finish that.
Now, my lord, there is a that how many permits can be given? The cap is 60. Now 30 permits already given, they are applying. Those 30 permit holders or on behalf of 30 permit holders, they did petition filed challenging the practically this file of page number 68. When the authority concerned, they are now inviting application to fill up the the vacancies. Now they say that
because
it cannot be
competition.
Yes. Now what are the
Yes, we'll come.
Yes. Well, actually, this is not the ground. The ground is more that I am giving the photograph. Well, all the vehicles, as I'll kindly see the page number 71. All the vehicles are allowed to park on the roadside. There is no space. Well, kindly see them allowed every time all accident occurring. So I requested authority to. We are not actually we are not against the grant of permit.
All your buses are totally in unfit condition, sir. See the photograph.
Yes.
All buses of the year
The vehicle
1947.
right side, all the vehicles of the route are parking on the roadside. So there is no sufficient every day is occurring. Only we can maintain with comprehensive representation.
Yes, sir. Existing stage carriage operators are in substance questioning the notification issued by the government of West Bengal dated 22nd August 2004 with regard to the number of permits which will be sanctioned in the particular route. The learned advocate for the petitioner invited our attention to the photographs annexed to the state petition and submitted that already more than 35 buses are plying in the said route and there is absolutely no place for parking the buses and the buses are parked on the road and there are several accidents and any grant of fresh permits will further hamper the position and it will cause prejudice to the public. Firstly, the public interest petition at the behest of an existing operator who has been issued a permit pursuant to a decision taken by the government in the pursuant to notification dated 6th August 2004 cannot be entertained. However, in the event the government decides to issue fresh permits, it should also ensure that adequate parking space is also identified before permits are issued. Disposed of.
Well, everybody has said right for your lordship. Thank you. Get to
muscular dystrophy.
Serial number 20 to 22.
Lord, the officer, the undersecretary who is dealing this particular matter of the health department is online. Because
yes. Yes, Mr. Sinha.
Honorable Justice, Chief Justice, good afternoon. I am Shwarnendu Sinha, Under Secretary in Ministry of Health. So I have been instructed by learned ASG to appear online to brief Honorable Chief Justice regarding the proceedings of Delhi High Court. So
yes.
if you may allow, ma'am, sir, all the discussions, arguments, everything has been completed. Now, based on the direction of Honorable Justice Pratibha Singh of Delhi High Court, so a National Rare Disease Committee was constituted under the chairpersonship of Secretary Department of Health Research and DG ICMR. So basic mandate was to negotiate with the companies who are either manufacturing the drugs or marketing the drugs in India. So lot of rounds of discussions took place, and the companies have submitted quotations in a sealed envelope on condition of confidentiality, and they have offered us a very reduced rate that I cannot disclose, but if Honorable Chief Justice desires, that can be submitted in a sealed envelope, and it would be personally handed over to Honorable Chief Justice to this court. Now the prices are at the final stages. We have got all the financial approvals, and a very good thing is that Ministry of Finance has also in principle approved enhancement of budget to the tune of 974 crores for the next 2 years. And we are waiting for the final judgment of the Delhi High Court, Honorable Justice.
The only thing is, people in West Bengal are not fortunate.
Yes,
Probably
Delhi
if
is.
they were in Delhi,
Yes.
you get the benefit of your decision what to do.
14,
Sir, the information so long about the proceedings before the Delhi High Court was wrongly communicated and is clarified now by.
So Mr. Sinha has clearly clarified.
Yes. And kindly see also.
Once the final judgment comes.
it is, it was supposed to, the written submissions were supposed to be filed on 9th. So 9th, I'm sure they have made the matter CAV. So judgment should be coming.
The moment the judgment comes, it will help us.
Lordship, that will help us
Tomorrow,
because.
I am told tomorrow itself will listed before Delhi High Court for judgment.
Yes.
For
For
judgment.
judgment.
For judgment. Lordship.
For further hearing, not judgment, for further hearing.
But all matters, everybody has been already heard. They show
Yes.
written
So with
submission.
regard to this UDID cards.
That is in paragraph 9 reflected in last order.
And we directed the Joint Director of Health Services, Government of West Bengal.
Yes.
To fix a date and give a time.
Lordship, I understand that last Tuesday, a date had been fixed in the Center of Excellence. Unfortunately, the main party, Parivar, was not informed.
We were not informed, and I just learned from her that
Meeting took place, is it?
the meeting took place, and she was informed unofficially over phone call that and just for the rare diseases, and they categorically told us not to inform us. I just learned it from upon instruction I am submitting.
They told me not to inform the autism group. They first approached the Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
The dystrophy patients were to be informed.
You were not present.
She was.
I was present that day on Saturday on 7th. They called me in the evening at 7 o'clock and they told me that there is a demonstration camp of UDID will be held on 10th December in 2 slots at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Please inform your community people to come. So I said that will I inform the other rare disease groups? So they said yes. So I said because I know more or less all community group heads. So I also asked them that can I share this to my autism group members? So he said that no, let us start with the rare disease patients first.
Okay.
Then we will.
Probably,
That is sensible.
see, the thing is, sometimes we'll have to explain it once, twice, thrice.
Yes.
So let them do it in
Batches.
Your Lordship, I just want to submit one thing, Your Lordship. On 2nd of July, I have intimated the Joint Secretary of Health Services a letter to intimate us about the procedure of the, but till date, no reply.
All right, now that it's fixed on December? No, you said some date.
It has already gone. The last Tuesday it happened, and
They have recorded that. Have they recorded?
They have recorded.
So it can be replayed.
I don't know, sir. That's they didn't. I again asked them. Well, because many patients couldn't come on that day. Patient families. I asked that when will be the next date for this demonstration camp.
State is not
here.
Resolution.
So
we would
resolution.
Kindly keeps it not weekends.
No.
Lordship,
you direct the Joint Director to be here. Next.
Lordship.
The last part of your losses order in para 9.
Somebody should be there.
Lordship, regarding the other part of the matter.
Last part of your losses order, para 9.
Yes, we read that.
What is the observation? And the lawsuit had been pleased to take serious exception to the manner in which the Joint Director is doing.
The state does not seem to be interested at all in proceeding.
I don't know, but Mr. Siddiqui is there. He is interested.
Lordship, the other matter, Lordship had asked the petitioners to inform.
Wait, first we'll clear this paragraph 9. And Mr. Sinha, should he be present? I think you can log out, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Mr. Sinha, note down his name.
Your Lordship, the order was from Your Lordship's direction. It was very clear to intimate us properly, but no intimation was made. Your Lordship can see I have served the letter. I beg your apology. I only have one copy, but I have served the letter.
See, the thing is, intimation was not sent about the
no formal intimation, Your
This
Lordship.
camp,
No formal
this camp was held on, I'm told on 10th, my lord, this camp was held. On 10th, this camp was held. No, my lord, I am told there are
one
some
more camp you hold.
I will hold camp. We'll hold camp. On a regular basis, we will hold camp, my lord.
You intimate, sir.
And I've got
These complaints shouldn't come to us.
This will not come. But I have told my learned senior friend also, if they are facing.
Intimate the.
I'll tell you, Lordship, my lord. I have told my learned senior friend, as I inform my learned senior friends, any instructions which I get, my lord,
prior to the matter being taken up by your lordship, my lord, because this is not an adversarial litigation. I inform my learned senior friend, please tell me these are the, if my learned senior friend informs me that these are the problems, my lord, immediately I can get in touch with my officers before this matter being taken up by your lordship.
In terms of the directions issued in paragraph 9 of the order dated 5/9/2024, it appears that a camp was conducted for the online demonstration as to how UDID cards have to be downloaded. The petitioner would submit that no proper intimation was given, though the written request to the said effect was made to the authority. We do not wish to go into the controversy, but we would direct the Joint Director of Health Services, Government of West Bengal, to conduct one more camp after due intimation in writing.
Your Lordship, just one submission with proper intimation to us. Grateful, Your Lordship. I'm grateful, Your Lordship.
My English is poor, madam. What? Due intimation to the concerned. The Joint Director of Health Services can also prepare a flow chart in regional language as well as in English as to how, as to the steps to be followed for downloading. And this and hard copies of the same can be handed over to the persons who attend the camp.
Grateful.
And information has to be given, my lord, to the Under Secretary Health, Government of India, about these camps.
No, Joint Director. They will contact. And we also place on record the inputs given by Mr. Sinha.
Swarnendu Singho.
Sorry, you write down his name. From the Ministry of
Under Secretary, Ministry of Health.
Under Secretary, Ministry of Health, Government of India, who appeared online and apprised the court about the proceedings which are now being dealt with by the Honorable High Court of Delhi.
No, with regard to that holding of camp.
Then with regard to this
Lordship, the corporate social responsibility part.
no, before that 1,000 rupees.
Lordship.
Yes, 1,000 rupees.
Well, 1,000 rupees, my lord, there was a government policy, I'm told. Because the time was very much within a week, this matter has been taken up. So this has been sent to the concerned authorities of the government because it has to be taken at the topmost level, my lord. Because what we have found out that there was one GO issued by the Secretary to the Government of West Bengal Women and Child Development that was 6th of May 2020. And pursuant to that GO, my lord, this amount of rupees 1,000 is being disbursed till date.
That can be revised.
That can be revised. So your lordship may kindly grant us some time because this is a policy decision which has to be taken. And this was from the Department of Women and Child Development and Social Welfare, not from the Health Department. So your lordship will kindly grant us some time, my lord, with regard to that.
With regard to the amount paid by the state of West Bengal to each of the persons suffering from rare disease, which is presently rupees 1,000. We had observed in paragraph 3 and 4 of the order dated 5/9/2024 that it is the sum of rupees 1,000 is grossly inadequate, insufficient to meet the expenses for purchase of medicines. The Learned Government Council submitted that the decision was taken by way of submitted that the rupees 1,000 is being disbursed pursuant to an order passed by the government in the year 2000 and presently
2020. 2020.
And presently he is awaiting instruction from the authorities as to
it should be brought to the rare disease.
Appropriate instruction from the authorities. However, we wish to point out that it is high time that the government of West Bengal revises the said amount as the persons suffering from rare disease require such assistance.
Lordship, they have to decide whether they'll give it as a one-time measure or monthly basis, and if it's monthly basis is better.
One time will be only for Durga Puja, not for this. Then what about social responsibility?
Lordship, about the corporate social responsibility, Lordship, I tried to inform the councils. I could not find the councils. I have informed Mr. Paritosh Sinha, who said he appears for Bengal Chamber of Commerce. I have served him with a copy of the letter. But now I find that I have the phone numbers of each of the these Chamber of Commerces. Lordship would kindly give me leave to call them personally. And but an important aspect, a very, Lordship, a very.
Anybody is there from Khaitan and Company?
Khaitan and Company. Lordship, I can inform Khaitan.
Mr. Khaitan is the chairman of the Bharat Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, I shall.
It is in Baliganj Road. Their office is in Baliganj.
Yes, I have seen it on Said Amir Ali Avenue while passing by. I have seen. So I shall inform Khaitan and Company.
Apple iDestiny showroom in the ground floor.
Right.
That
Yes,
is
Lordship.
Bharat Chamber of Commerce.
Lordship, but
if somebody can speak to some advocate in Khaitan and Company, they will tell the senior.
Lordship, but
the government pleader can take over. The learned government pleader, Khaitan and Company.
Lordship, but a very important aspect which was decided, Lordship, here the Union of India has a role to play. It has to be brought, Lordship, it has been repeatedly been tried that donation to rare diseases should be brought in Schedule 7 of the Companies Act 2013. That is a very important aspect because
we passed an order on that. No? Yes.
Lordship, therefore, that has not been done. The central government.
Wait. Straight away, the luck is straight away that order. 7th of March 2024.
Lordship.
Therefore, we request the learned Additional Solicitor General to obtain appropriate written instruction either from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare.
Lordship, he has received an answer.
And that we recorded in the next.
I would like to bring that on record by way of a supplementary affidavit where it has been stated that unless this is brought under the Companies Act, it will be difficult for all of these companies because they have an advantage of some tax relief also for paying under this corporate social responsibility fund. Unless that is done, Lordship, they would not be very interested.
No, you refer to the order dated 2nd May 2024.
Lordship.
Ministry of Health and Family Welfare is already collaborating with the corporate.
It has been going on from 2020, Lordship, without much results. So that unless an order is passed specifically by this Honorable Court, that this meeting ought to be convened, and that meeting either by the Chief, the Health Secretary, calling these corporated houses and.
No, if you see that order, we have recorded that the Ministry of Corporate Affairs by Office Memorandum dated 27th August 2021 has highlighted that item 1 of Schedule 7 includes promoting healthcare, including preventive healthcare, and under the said head, companies can undertake activities related to treatment of patients suffering from rare disease.
Lordship, therefore, I was humbly submitting that these companies have to be brought together under the chairmanship of some of a person of renounce who can thereafter take a decision.
Please keep a note of this order.
Lordship, I shall. And I shall come back with a supplementary affidavit because it, Lordship, because I say it says this particular information given says Department of Health and Family Welfare is in the process of sensitizing public sector undertakings under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, such as Hindustan Unilever, then Goa Antibiotics, etc. They are saying that these companies should be role models and set a precedence.
That we have already recorded. PSUs have already been sensitized.
So let us then come back with the Chamber of Commerce once again. Let me.
The learned advocate appearing for the writ petitioner is permitted to contact the Chamber of Commerce or the officers in charge of the Chamber of Commerce and request them to enter appearance before this court on the next hearing date, so that they may be heard the next hearing date. Full stop. So 19th we'll fix it. 19th September.
19th September.
One aspect was there with regard to that medicine. Your Lordship directed me to take instructions with regard to that medicine, my lord. But I have got instructions with regard to that. My lord, it's in a WhatsApp. My lord, it is this medicine was Givonostat.
Yes.
It's the first, my lord, my instructions is from the highest authority, from the concerned head of the department. Givonostat is the first oral non-steroidal drug approved to treat DMD, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, in children ages 6 years and older. The drug has been recently approved by the US FDA in March 2024. The drug is not available in this country and can be imported in the name of the patient through some registered pharma network. The drug is not yet approved by DCGI, that is the Drug Control of Government of India. Neither it is recommended by Government of India to be procured under NPRD. The clinical trial has been done in the US and available evidence of efficacy is still very scanty for routine recommendations. The cost for a 10 to 20 kg child is around rupees 4 crore per year.
4 crore.
No. This is probably my learned friend has not been properly instructed. Lordship, doctors are recommending this, and it's 7.
On the head of the department of this.
Lordship, it's rupees 70,000 per bottle.
Here, madam, 3 matters before. Person is doing black magic, preventing people to go to the doctor. So many things. Somebody will prescribe something, but this is written instruction.
No, that is.
But I'll just show that this.
I have these prescriptions where doctors here in Kolkata have been recommending this medicine, and it is told that it is rupees 70,000 per bottle. It is not as prohibitive as my learned friend says. The same medicine, the same name. Prescription.
Prescription. With regard to the
aims দিয়েছে কল্যাণী
phone number sent.
Your Lordship, may I hand over to Your Lordship the prescription? Lordship, this is All India Institute of Medical Science, Kollani.
Wait, madam. With regard to the drug to be given to the person suffering from rare disease, the learned government council has got the following written instructions. The learned advocate for the petitioner submitted that the above instruction may not be fully correct, since the doctors in West Bengal are prescribing the said drug, and she has got copies of prescription. In any event, it is stated that the drug controller of India is yet to approve the said drug. The learned additional solicitor general is requested to get instruction from the concerned authority as to whether the approval of the drug is being processed, or as to any other decision taken by the drug controller of India.
Earlier I submitted at the Delhi High Court. This is under trial stage.
This one you can.
Lordship, may I just hand over to Your Lordship? It seems that this medicine is being direct.
We have recorded that you are carrying those prescriptions.
Lordship.
Well, I've got the written instruction now.
I'm grateful. I'm very grateful.
That one you can extend. So
Lordship,
list on
19th, Your Lordship.
Including this signed 19th September under the same caption.
Do not let it be the server so that we can communicate.
Yes, definitely. As soon as they transcribe, we'll see.
9 next week will.
next week Miller kindly
Slowly we'll progress.
Would it be
Would it be Lordship pleasure, my lord, to keep this report with regard to holding of camp of the UDID card? The persons who have attended around
All right, the report
and the
regarding
photographs
the
also.
camp conducted for the UDID cards handed over by the learned government council is taken on record. We'll stop with this.
Would it be
second half Miller Lordship is not single man. Grateful.
I'm very grateful to Your Lordship.
No, 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 no,